Today I'm reacting to the motorbikes in the Matrix films, so let's take the red pill and let's see just how deep that rabbit hole goes.
Holy shit.
The first bike we see is right here in the first film, where Trinity is just seen here getting bundled into the back of a car by the agents, and she is riding a Triumph Speed Triple 955. This is probably going to be a 97 or 1998 bike, which means it could technically be a T509. The actual year is kind of not that relevant, because whatever year it is just a Daytona of the same year, with the fairings taken off, high handlebars put on, a little bit of retuning to the mid-range has been done. That's about it. They'd made minimal changes to the bike. They were one of the first manufacturers to do a street fighter or a naked version of a sports bike with so few changes. So around this sort of time, people like Honda, you had a Hornet 900, which would pretty much just come out, Hornet 600, but they made far more changes from going from a sports bike to the naked version, whereas Triumph made far fewer changes and then just made the street fighter from that. So the Speed Triple of this year uses an 885cc 3-cylinder engine, and Triumph claimed it produced 108 horsepower. In reality, it probably never did, but we'll always go with quoted figures. The next bike we see is in the second film, in The Matrix Reloaded, when Trinity's about to stick it through the top of a gutter. This is the MV Agusta F4. It's difficult to tell exactly which one it is. Pretty sure it's a 750, because 1000 didn't come out until 2004, and the film was released in 2003, which means it would have been filmed around 2002ish. So it's probably going to be an F4. But a little bit about the bike. This particular bike is painted in a full black on black colour scheme. I don't think this was an official colour on them. They did do several special editions, like an SPR, but again, that wasn't released until later. So pretty sure this is a 750. Pretty sure it's been painted in a special colour just for the film. The F4 is a fantastic looking bike designed by Massimo Tamburini, who is responsible for other masterpieces such as the Ducati 916, the 916 kind of family. A lot of people consider the F4 as the continuation of that work. Quad pipes under the tail look amazing. Just a fantastic looking bike. Visually, it's pretty much unchanged, and from when the F4 was first released up until now, they've not changed a great deal about it, and by far and away the best thing about it is the looks. The 750 engine is quite sort of interesting. They use a lot of F1 tech, and the cylinders are slightly offset. The valves are also a bit sort of interesting. But yeah, it's a lovely, lovely thing. They sound awesome. They look fantastic. Great bike. Definitely an appreciating classic. With the F4, they did later go on to make a 1000cc version. As I say, several special editions, Series Oro, Senna, SPR, 1000, 1000S. If you get the right one, you will definitely not lose money on it. The engine uses radial valves, and it also was worked on partly by Ferrari. The next bike we see in the Matrix Reloaded is the Ducati 996. But before we get to that, there's a load of bikes on this transport. I'm going to quickly run through them. So front two, both 996s. Then back row is a monster, a couple of monsters. Then there are a couple of Ducati Supersports, 900s or 750s, can't tell. And then there's another monster up at the back. And that bike on the very, very back right is probably the trickiest bike on the trailer. It looks like it could be an R, judging by the seat unit, so a single seat with the number boards on it. So it could be a 996R or an SPS or something like that. But yeah, there's 8 nice bikes there. I've never seen bikes transported like this in the real world. I don't know if you do in America, but we sure as hell don't in the UK. They're exposed to the elements. They get covered in stuff. They get nicked. You stick them in a van. But anyway, onto this, which is the Ducati 996 in a black or really, really dark green. 996 is from the 916 family, which was designed by that man, Massimo Tamburini again. Again, beautiful looking bike. A lot of people say that he stole the idea of this from the NR750, or used the NR750 as inspiration for this bike. Whether he did or didn't, who knows. But the 996 is considered one of the ultimate versions of one of the prettiest superbikes ever made. This is a great looking bike. It also helped that Carl Fogarty won 3 or 4 superbike titles, riding 916 bikes, 996s, etc. Riding Ducatis basically. He really helped propel the brand as well. But this is a great looking bike, lovely thing. But yeah, it looks cool. Again, you pick one up now if you pick up the right bike, because there's a lot of them out there that have not been looked after. But if you pick up a well looked after example, you won't lose money on it. The engine really depends on the year, how much power they'll make. On the 996, Ducati claimed around 112 horsepower. On the 996, you could get it in sort of 3 or 4 different versions. So you got the base model, the S model, which got you some, same as the base model, but you got some fancy suspension. Then you can get the SPS, which got you slightly different engines, so different heads, different suspension again, and a hell of a lot more carbon. A bit later on, the R replaced the SPS. So again, it does sort of really depend on year, what sort of bike you can get, and they were changing them every few years. They got different power. The theme with Ducati has always tended to be the base model got the R's engine from the previous generation. That's generally how they've sort of done it. But yeah, the 996, awesome bike. Just a side note about this bike as well. So they used the 996 in the film, and then later on, Ducati released a 998 special matrix edition, where they made a few hundred examples with dark green paint and the characters scrolling down the side. The film features a 996 because it was obviously made in 2002, and then the 998 came out in the meantime, and that's what Ducati ended up using to make the special edition Matrix bikes. But there were 998s and a 996 was used in the film. The Matrix Revolutions didn't feature any motorbikes, only spaceships, so no motorbikes in the Matrix 3. The Matrix Resurrections, we have a few different bikes. We have a Ducati Scrambler 1100. Meh. It's alright, it's a cafe racer, really looking thing with the 1100cc engine out of the Ducati Monster. It's okay in a leather jacket and jeans kind of way. Yeah, it's alright. On to the next one. We also see featured Keanu Reeves' brand. He owns a brand called Arch, and there's a shot with the Arch. It looks like it's an Arch KR-GT1, and he's riding about on that. It's got a big Harley engine in it, in a bespoke chassis. It's a nice thing, horrendously expensive. The fit and finish looks really nice from the pictures that I've seen. I've never seen one in the flesh. But yeah, they seem like an okay bike. If that's the kind of thing you're after, they seem alright. Is it my bag? Not really. But if you've got a lot of money and want that kind of look and want something that's very, very exclusive, then yeah, by all means. So that's it. Pretty much covers it for motorbikes that are in the Matrix series or the Matrix films. Let me know what you think. Stick it in the comments. What have I missed? What am I wrong on? Let me know. Hit like if you like it. Let me know if you enjoy it in the comments. I'll do some more of this type of video.